Welcome, YouTube, to the Ranger Station, the first report of the Ranger Station. And I've been waiting for this day, so let's just get started with it. So, to begin, I wanted to go over their 7-game report. I'm not going to be counting the spring training versus the Royals because obviously that's just spring training. It was the last game of spring training. The Royals took a 3-1. I'm not going to be counting that. I will be counting this Red Sox opening weekend series and the Red Series. I'll be talking about that because those are the first 7 games of the season. So to begin, let's start with what happened opening day. The Rangers didn't have a good offensive showing. They lost 5-2 on opening day. Luke Jackson out of the pen. He gave up 3 earned. He was tagged with the loss. I think Evaldi started that game as well. He had I think 9 strikeouts, which very good. I'll talk about that a little bit later. And then the Rangers bounced back game 2 of the series versus the Red Sox. And that's the game that Jonah Heim hit 2 home runs. And if you can see here, Jonah Heim is the team leader in home runs as of now. And he has 2, which is a little bit worrisome to me. It's 7 games of the season. There are players that have 3 home runs, 4 home runs. I can name Tommy Edman. He's not known for his power. Tommy Edman has 4 home runs this year already. And he's playing for the Dodgers, so he might have gotten a little bit of a boost from playing on that Dodger team and playing in Dodger Stadium, and it might be a better ballpark for him. But 2 home runs to begin the year as your team leader, it's not great, and I'll be talking about that a little bit later. So now let's move on to Game 3 of the series, where the Rangers took it 4-3. Okay, good. They've won 2 games out of the series. The worst that they can do is split the series, but they didn't. They won. They beat the Red Sox. They won the series. Hooray! Good job. Offense still not surprising me though. I don't know. It hasn't been very good for the Rangers. And going into the first game of the series against the Reds, look. As I was saying, the offense is not very good. Apparently, the pitching. Oh my God, I'm afraid to look at the pitching stats on that one. Let's actually take a look at the pitching stats on that one real quick. How many earned? Pitching, Kuno Rocker 6 earned. Oh wow, 6 earned. I didn't watch that game, but the 6 earned, 4 earned from Gerson Garabito. Yeah, I mean, it's too much. It's too much in my opinion. I guess they didn't have an actual real starter. It was a bullpen game, but 6 earned, 10 earned, you have to be better than that. And again, as I was saying, and this is going to be the theme of this one. Where are we? Let's go back. This is going to be the theme of this one. The Rangers didn't have a good game on offense again. These only 2 games were their best games on offense, and they scored 4 runs. Okay, great. You scored 4 runs, and scoring 4 runs, it'll do you good. But the offense has not been there. And then you had this game. Wyatt Langford was the only tally of the game, his home run, and. Nathan Evaldi pitched a 9-inning complete game gem. More on him later. He has been absolutely phenomenal to begin the year. And then you had Jack Leiter and company in the bullpen. He pitched 5, gave up a hit, 6 strikeouts, lights out stuff from Leiter, no pun intended. Robert Garcia, a couple strikeouts. Chris Martin and Luke Jackson also did pretty well. All of them completed 1 inning, so good job, Texas Rangers bullpen. And those are the first 7 games of the year for the Rangers. They won both of their series so far. Tomorrow they will be playing in Globe Life Field against the Tampa Bay Rays, hoping to win that series as well. Overall, 5-2. Good start. Great start, actually. They're playing tough. They're hanging in there, and The only thing that worries me is the fact that they're struggling offensively to begin the year. Let's pull up their batting stats real quick. So this is I went to this page already to show you that Jonah Heim leads the team in home runs, and he has 2. And in batting average, Wyatt Langford leads the team with 269. Look at the rest of the team's batting average, though. Jonah Heim has played in 4 games, 308 average, 308 on base, to 769 slug. Technically, that's the highest, but he hasn't really played as many games as Wyatt Langford, who has a 269, 321, 500 slug. And I would say that Wyatt Langford has been the best player on the Rangers so far. Josh Young as well. Josh Young is on the IL. Yeah, let's just go to him for a second. He's on the 10-day IL with a neck injury. And so we're going to have to see how he progresses in his rehab and when he returns. But as for now, Josh Young, who is a powerhouse on offense, is on the shelf yet again. Kind of not very good. And then you have Kevin Pillar, just taking a look at some of these other averages. He played in 3 games, had 6 at-bats. He got on base 3 times via the hit. He scored a couple runs. He's been pretty productive on offense, but he hasn't really played very much. But the rest, Josh Young is injured, as I said. Jonah Heim, he had those 2 home runs. He leads the team, which is a little bit worrisome. And but the rest of everybody else is pretty much like low, like the Mendoza line, like Kyle Higashioka, like Mendoza line or below. It has not been a good start to the year for the Rangers offensively. It has been pretty bad, actually. I can name a couple people out of the top of my head. Cedric Mullins, he didn't have a very good couple years in a row. And he has 3 home runs. There are a lot of people that I can think of off the top of my head that have 3 home runs. And Jonah Heim has 2 home runs. He's leading the team. You have a lot of power bats. Jonah Heim is one of them too. He just needs to figure it. He needs to figure it out and do it more often in the box. And if he does show up in the box, then the Rangers become a World Series contender, in my opinion. But also Adolis has to show up. Adolis Garcia, look at Adolis Garcia, 227 average, 320, 636, 22 at bats. He has 5 hits and 22 at bats. I mean, it's beginning of the year. It's rough, but and players do go on streaks, so I'm not really worried as of now. But Adolis Garcia kind of struggled last year, and that's kind of one of the he's kind of another X factor with Jonah Heim. For the Rangers' success, and if some of these guys could go on a streak, I might have a better report about the Rangers' offense, but I do not. Marcus Semien is also a very streaky hitter. He's hitting 115 right now. He also has an error as well on the defensive stats right here. Talking about errors, the Rangers actually haven't been that bad defensively. Ezekiel Duran has a couple errors. He leads the team, but it's very early on in the year as well. Jonah Heim also has an error as well. 4 errors on the year for the Rangers. They haven't been horrible defensively. Let's just say that. And where are we at? No, not here. So where were we? We're right there. So also Seager has been struggling as well. Corey Seager, he hasn't. His timing is not there. His timing is, I don't know where his timing is at, honestly, but 176 to begin the year, 3 hits, 17 at-bats. It's just not been good for the Texas Rangers offense. Once Seager finds his timing and starts hitting balls out of the ballpark, the Rangers offense starts clicking. It's hard to stop these Rangers. It's really difficult to stop these Rangers, as a matter of fact. We could easily take the AL West if our offense just wakes up and some of these streaky players go on streaks. Now, let me just make sure that I'm not missing anything. Jock Peterson, they got him, but he's also off to a slow start this year. Ezekiel Duran. Ezekiel Duran. Yeah, I'm not really missing anything. So that's the batting stats. It hasn't been good. Which means that the Rangers are expecting perfect pitching. Perfect pitching, and that is what they have gotten this year so far. Except for that 14-3 game and the opening day, they've gotten perfect pitching from their bullpen. They've gotten perfect pitching from Evaldi. Leiter has been lights out. Again, no pun intended. Nathan Evaldi, he started in 2 games. He gave up a couple earned, but he also had 9 strikeouts as well. He's up to 17 on the year, which is amazing. He got 8 in his second start, where he threw a complete game shutout gem, and he's just been phenomenal. Their ace, absolutely. Jack Leiter, he's been their second best. I mean, I think DeGrom might start. Next start. I think he's the probable picture for next start. So we'll have to see how his start goes. But this is the 7-day report, and everybody's done pretty well. There are a couple arms in the bullpen that I am a little bit worried about. Luke Jackson giving up those 3 runs. Obviously, Kurnar Rocker giving up 6 earned. Ugh. And some of these other arms, but the Texas bullpen has actually stepped up to the challenge, and that's why they're 5-2. It's their pitching and their defense that has kept them in these games, and hopefully the offense starts to wake up soon, or else the Rangers might be in trouble. Like and subscribe. That's the first report. Many more to come. Hopefully it's a better report. But this one is not a very bad one either because they have a winning record. So hopefully next one is an even better report. Like and subscribe for more reports like this, and have a good rest of your day.